excellent combination. One of the few times Barboza's gotten off.
Oh! He got him! Edson Barboza does it again! Another highlight for the reel!
The early takedown is good.
That's it.
He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, he's going to get put in the
Set
guillotine.
up a twister.
Yep.
No way. No way. Oh my God, he's got that. That's tight. Oh my God. Bryce Mitchell. Unbelievable.
It really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out? Oh my God! Wow!
Edson Barboza versus Bryce Mitchell. Hello MMA fans of MMA Inside. Today we bring it to you one of the most awaited fights for the return of the legendary kicker, Edson Barboza, where the veteran is about to face one of the newer challenger in the division. Bryce Mitchell will get his most high-profile fight yet in his return to the octagon when he takes on Edson Barboza. After more than a year away from competition due to injury, Mitchell, who holds a record that is clean and perfect with 14 wins and no loss yet, with 5 wins in UFC. Bryce is expected to return against Barboza, who holds a decent yet memorable career with 22 wins to 10 losses, in a featherweight matchup at the UFC's March 5 event, which does not have a date or location. MMA Inside verified verbal agreements are in place for the bout, with multiple people close to the situation who requested the decision not taken by any promising member because UFC has yet to make an official announcement. Mitchell, 27, last competed at UFC Fight Night 181 in October 2020 and earned a unanimous decision over Andre Fili.
For the winner, by unanimous decision, Bryce the Nasty Mitchell!
He's number 12 in the latest featherweight rankings and has earned all 9 of his career stoppage victories by submission. Barboza, 35, an honorable mention in the latest rankings, will attempt to rebound from a third-round TKO loss to Giga Chikadze in the UFC in August.
That's it. He needs to get Edson on the side.
Oh my goodness.
They just hammer away.
Wow.
That'll do it. Say hello to a fierce featherweight contender, Giga Chikadze.
The Brazilian is 2-2 since he dropped to 145 pounds in May 2020. A classic striker versus grappler match is currently in the works. Multiple sources confirmed the matchup to MMA Fighting on Thursday, with verbal agreements in place for both athletes. MMA Junkie initially reported the news. Barboza will look to return to the win diary after falling to Giga Chikadze in his last match back in August.
The winner, by TKO, Giga Ninja Chikadze!
Prior to that setback, Barboza had snatched 2 straight wins, including an impressive knockout over Shane Burgos.
Oh, ooh, good right hand by Barboza. Oh,
Bryce Mitchell believes he's 2 big wins away from UFC title shot. As for Mitchell, he will look to stay undefeated in his career, which includes 5 consecutive wins in the UFC. The Arkansas native appears to be a serious featherweight prospect on the rise after earning wins over Andre Fili and Charles Rosa in recent fights. Mitchell will now take a step up in competition to face off with the veteran Barboza when the 2 featherweights meet in March end. Mitchell has been out of action with an injury since October of 2020. The undefeated Mitchell won his last fight against Andre Fili at UFC Fight Night 181 to bring his record to 14-0. He revealed in the interview that he has just started training a couple of months ago due to his injury. Mitchell had a few fights on the table, and as he said, he'd fight anyone, but he was offered Barboza, which excited him.
Yeah, it definitely excites you. I mean, you better be ready when you're fighting Edson Barboza. You know what he does to people. He spin kicks their head off, you know. I've watched him for a long, long time. He's been doing it for a long, long time.
Bryce Mitchell touched on the style differentials between Edson Barboza and himself in the interview as well.
I think I'm going to win, and that's the most important thing. Well, the fight's going to start on the feet, and so we're definitely going to stand. And, you know, all my fights start on the feet. So I've stood with everybody that I go in there to fight. And he's not going to be any different.
Edson Barboza is a step up in competition for Mitchell and is still one of the most dangerous strikers in the featherweight division. He is 2-2 in the division, and many would argue that he should be 3-1. Mitchell also predicted how the outcome between Barboza and himself would play out.
I'm going to cook him to the bone. It ought to be. You know, not a lot of people finish him. It's hard to put away. If I put him away, especially in a certain manner, it's going to be pretty undeniable, you know, that I have a good skill set. So get a big finish and then, you know, maybe a couple more and then get the title shot. That's what I'm wanting to do. Yeah. I ain't fought nobody exactly like me. There's people that do stuff that I do, but he ain't fought me before.
While Bryce has done a lot yet, but the storm he is about to face is one of the vets of UFC who is inducted in Hall of Fame when it comes to striking department. Win or lose, it will decide the quality that Bryce really brings when he finally step up to face one of the most classical strikers in the division. So that's enough from us today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe, and hey, don't forget to watch the next upcoming videos related to UFC and MMA.